Yeah. Yeah, let's start.
All right, welcome guys. Welcome to our Knox Festival Global Kitchen. We've got I think it's a very small kitchen at the moment because everybody's gone for a little power nap or a siesta. So we are just going to keep going and getting this dish organized. We are doing the prosperity toss, and I've got my former student here, Jason Chen, cooking with me, and I've got another student with me as well, Sachi Liston, and they're going to be helping me put this salad together. It's called the prosperity toss because what happens in Chinese New Year, when we do this toss at the start of the year, it brings everybody luck, prosperity, good health, wealth, abundance, and everything. And what we're going to do is we're inviting you guys to come up to the table up here, and we're going to put all the food in this round plate, and we're going to toss. We're going to toss it high and low, but we're going to keep it on the platter because we want to eat the food afterwards, okay? Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to hand the mic over to Jace, my friend Jason here, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about this toss while we get the things cooking.
All right. So what we're cooking today is yisang. Like I said, that we tend to do this dish during New Year's, and it's it's Malaysian, Singaporean. Don't really want to get into the argument of who actually invented what, but in those two countries, we tend to celebrate and eat this. I know my particular family, we eat this every New Year, and it's really more something where we use a lot of seafood. But like what I was saying earlier, because of the hot weather, we're not actually using any seafood today, unfortunately. We don't really want to poison anybody. But Lily, do you want to explain why we use actually fish and seafood in this dish?
Fish in Chinese means abundance. So we use fish, but we're not, the Chinese New Year is over, so we're not doing that anymore. But what I'm doing is I'm using wonton pastry. Well, I'm going to fry up some gold bars. Okay, so by putting some gold bars in our salad, we're all going to become rich. Okay, and what we do is we're going to fry up some spring rolls as well. Spring rolls in Chinese New Year means, again, richness, money, because it looks like a gold bar. So anything that resembles money, prosperity, we put it into this salad. And we're going to give you all a pair of chopsticks to help us toss this salad together. It brings unity. It basically activates unity, happiness, prosperity.
And the whole idea is to actually bring the family together. New Year's is actually a really big holiday for the Asian community, and a lot of us, like myself, we don't celebrate Christmas, so this is really our big thing where we all are, like if I was in Malaysia, all our relatives come in, and we all have to celebrate together and put aside whatever happened, differences over the past 12 months, and this sort of dish, we really just get in and really go at it when we're tossing it. And one of the things that Lily was sort of alluding to, a lot of the ingredients we actually use has something to do with some sort of prosperity or luck in it. So with the spring rolls, in the past we've used wontons, which in traditional, like really the olden days in China, the wonton shape actually resembled money, so that's another reason why we've also used that. But I'm just going to go quickly through the ingredients because a lot of it actually has some sort of meaning. Why are we actually using carrots?
Yep. Well, it's freshness.
Yep.
So with the Chinese New Year, fresh vegetable means a fresh start to the new year. So what we do is we toss all this freshness to start the new year. Okay. I had the honeycomb here before, but I'm not sure where it's gone. So normally in this dish, I add a bit of honey to the dish as well. Honey, to start with something sweet at the start of the year, it brings sweetness to everybody and yourself as well. So it's all just the meaning behind all the food we put into this dish. Now Jace, I'm going to get you to help me fry up those gold bars for the time being while we get this dish going here. I'm adding some noodles to this. Noodles means longevity in Chinese. Okay, so we're going to toss this together, and we're going to live together until we're 110. Okay, so we're going to put some longevity noodles in here. And Sachi on my right, she's actually doing some purple carrot ribbons for us. And then for me, I've got a little gadget here that's going to help me julienne, some carrots. They're vegetables that we washed before.
Has anybody eaten purple carrots here before? Yeah. I mean, it's considered like a superfood, but Lily, why are we using purple carrots today?
Well, just for colour. Colour, it's for happiness, prosperity. Again, everything is just kind of to make us happy. Okay, so colour is one of those things. It's vibrancy. So what I'm doing is we're going to add a lot of texture to this salad as well. So you've got the crunch, and to that we're going to add sesame, crushed nuts. So when you bite into this salad, you've got all this freshness coming through, and also the vibrancy of everything fresh as well. But on top of that, we've got this beautiful fried spring rolls as well. So it's absolutely gorgeous.
And one of the things I just sort of want to stress, we've given you the recipe out there, but we're not as really big sticklers. For this particular dish, you can use a lot of different vegetables there. There's no hard, fast rule. I think one of the things we're doing today is just showing that there's a lot of colours that you can actually add to it. It doesn't always have to be green. I know my particular family, we tend to, when we make this dish, we don't tend to actually use a lot of colour, but we add a lot of texture to it, and we tend to add a lot more seafood as well, like jellyfish, for example.
I've made this salad before where I shredded chicken.
Yep.
So we added chicken to this dish before, if you like chicken, okay? And what I'm trying to do is if anybody cooks with me yesterday or the week before, we talk about sexy vegetables, okay? It's all for presentation. You can see all the carrots that I'm grating up. It's all nice and sexy, because when we look at food, we look at the presentation. And when we are tossing this whole salad together, all the beautiful colours, they all kind of blend together. You can actually add purple cabbage if you like to this dish. Okay, so we've got a bit of everything, Sachi. I think the purple, once we're done with that. Now, Sachi, what we're going to do is we're going to add some crushed nuts and sesame as well to this whole dish. Okay, we're showing you guys how easy it is to put this whole salad together. Now, this is something you can play with the kids. You know how normally we tell the kids not to play with food? This is one time where you can actually get the kids to play with food. We're going to get all the kids to toss the salad together as well, and then we're going to share it. But make sure we keep the food on the platter when we're tossing it. Often we get a lot of that food on the floor, on the ground. We've got coriander as well. You can see how fresh this whole dish is going to be. Plate it up whichever way you like. I've got the envelopes there, Sachi. So Sachi's going to put some crushed nuts and sesame into those envelopes. What we do is we're going to sprinkle that into this dish before we toss it together.
And really, this dish is really just about preparation. There's not a lot of cooking involved in it. So it's very simple to actually make.
So there is not much cooking, but if you like to add some spring rolls, you can do that. We are doing it because we're going to bring prosperity and good wealth to you guys, so that's why we're doing it.
Oh, so we're adding a bit of texture to the dish.
Okay, so I'm going to give you these, Jace, when it's ready. Okay, and you're going to fry up some of those gold bars for me as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got you can see we've got an array of colours there. I'm actually going to throw in some golden threads as well. Okay, so it's whatever colour, vibrancies you can find to throw into this salad to make it lively. Okay, so again, it's golden colour. The Chinese, they like anything resembling money, prosperity, good luck. So we're going to put a bit of that in there as well. I've got this pickled daikon here. How are your gold bars going there, Jace?
The spring rolls are almost done.
Done?
Almost.
So I'm just thinly slicing the pickled daikon, and we're going to throw that on top as well. Unfortunately, I can't use the shredder to cut these because they're pickled, they're a bit soft. I don't want my fingers to be caught up in this. So what we're going to use for dressing, we're going to use lime. We're using a plum sauce. We're using a plum sauce and we're using a hoisin sauce. We're going to mix those two together with a bit of lime, and that's our dressing for this whole dish. Are you guys liking what you're seeing out there? Yeah. So you can make this a vegetarian or vegan dish. And we've got some, I think it's ready now,
Yep,
Jason.
just getting the...
Can we just get it out, please?
Yep.
We've got some tofu in there as well. We can throw the other bits in there as well, please. Some of them you need to basically separate. Can I throw this in while we separate those ones? So we've got the gold bars going in. And we can perhaps
we'll do those last.
Fry them up as well.
Yep.
Okay. Everything is pretty much cooked. We just want to reheat everything. So we've got tofu in there instead of chicken or fish. And the salad's nearly done. How are you going there, Sachi? So what happened is the reason why we put all this the peanuts and sesame into those red pockets or pink pockets now, because we're going to be trendy. Again, it's for luck. So when we sprinkle all this, we sprinkle gold dust into our salad. It's to bring everybody luck and prosperity. Okay, how are we going?
Yeah.
I just don't want anything to burn. Yep, you can toss it through. All right, the salad's nearly done. Now I think what I'm going to do, because it's so hot today, I'm going to throw in some Granny Smith as well. So there's no boundary as to what you put into this salad. What I've given you is a recipe. In the recipe is only a guide, okay? But you can see I've twisted and turned to make it work because it's so hot. We've taken out the fish and we've taken out all the protein in there, and we've replaced it with other stuff. Now I think we've got our chefs at the next session. All the chefs there, they're coming in with their special equipment. We're going to have a really big cook-up in the next session. So hang around for that, guys. All right. Granny Smith apples. And we're nearly done. Was that easy or was that easy? Very simple, right, guys?
Yeah.
Now, don't try this at home, because this little mandolin is very, very sharp. It's super sharp. Fingers have gone through it before. I don't normally give it to anybody else to use. And it just makes everything so much quicker. What I might do is perhaps we can get a volunteer to help us hand out the chopsticks. Oh, we've got this. Perhaps can we hand the lady sitting? If anybody would like to, put your hand up if you'd like to come and help us toss the salad.
Doesn't matter if you don't put up your hands, we'll make you. I think one of the things we like to stress, like Asian cooking, there isn't really any hard and fast rule. It's really about balancing sweet, sour, heat, and what's the last one? Sweet, sour, heat, and salty. That's correct. So as you know, we're adding some Granny Smith apples, so it's going to be a little bit sweet there. So we're going to pull something a little bit out in the sauce so that it just doesn't be too sickly sweet, basically. So you can always change this recipe. Just keep in mind, whatever you add, if it's, for example, if we were to add any red cabbage, that's a little bit bitter. We just have to sweeten it up somewhere down the track later for this particular dish. But it goes with any sort of Asian cooking. It's just balancing those four sweet, sour, salty, and heat. And one of the things we tend to stress over here is actually texture as well. So you'll notice when you actually try this dish, there's quite a lot of texture through it. And that will also add just a little bit of, add something extra to your dish when whatever Asian dish that you actually end up cooking at home.
Now I can't actually, perhaps my assistant back there, can I get you to perhaps make that phone call for me, please? You've done that? We've got a VIP coming. I've got some VIP chopsticks as well. Perhaps can we invite some of our chefs to join us for our toss as well? We've got our special chefs back there, all lined up for their cooking demo. Perhaps can I give a pair of VIP chopsticks to Bala? We're going to get you to hold on to this one and invite you to come and join us for the next toss when we're ready. How are you? So when we're ready, we'll get you to come back up here to toss with us, okay?
Yeah.
We're doing a prosperity toss. Oh, hang on, sorry, that's, I need that back, sorry.
Oh, you want that one?
I,
That's not VIP.
no, I've just lost my train of thought. I was going to say something.
Yeah, you're cutting up the...
I'm cutting up the golden threads. Okay, it's this whole dish. It's all about bringing us good health, prosperity, wealth, health, and everything we wish for. So when we're tossing this dish, we all have to call out our wishes to make it come true. So if we're looking for a spunky, good-looking partner, we have to call that out as well, okay? Because that's the only way to make it come true. And if we after test photo, a promotion, we ask
New car.
a new car, and that would all come true, I hope. Well, I wouldn't know unless you guys come and tell me. If you win test photo, you got to tell me as well. All right, so how are we going there, guys?
Yep, I'm just...
Well, this salad is nearly done. You can see how quickly we've actually put that together. Now, Sachi, you're very quiet here. You're not, okay. Well, we better switch you on. Now, Sachi, you've been working in this kitchen for the last couple of days. How are you enjoying it?
The heat, not so much, but the experience is awesome. Just the different cultures.
And you're learning a lot and having fun? Fantastic. Perhaps next time we can get you to run this whole stage.
Not quite.
Okay, so
All right, ready.
we can just throw them in now, and that's it. We are nearly done. Okay, I'm going to add a bit of sweetness to everybody's life, so I'm going to try and get some honey from here as well. Now, have we got anybody with peanut allergy at all?
Okay.
No? So this is fresh honey. Even if I can get a couple of drops out of it, I'm just going to bring sweetness to everybody's life. And Sachi, perhaps can I get you to mix the sauces for me? I've got the hoisin and the, if you can pop that in that big white bowl we have.
We do have a sesame seed allergy over there.
Sorry, who's got the sesame seed allergy?
Yeah, I wouldn't be trying this dish then.
Oh, no, what I'll do is I'll take some out before we add the sesame. We can do anything. As you know, Chef, in the kitchen we can do anything with the big white bowl. So I'll just take some out first.
The big one.
And we'll get you to toss your own little plate.
You spell.
So Jason, who do you think will make the best prosperity toss?
Pardon?
Who do you think makes the best prosperity toss?
Like Lily and my mum?
I heard your dad makes the best one.
I don't want to answer that.
Okay, guys, this is nearly done. And we're going to get you guys with the chopsticks to come up and help us toss this. We're going to put it over in that, on the table there. Perhaps take a seat first. We're nearly ready. We're just going to get this together.
All of it. But we've got to add some water, so it's a bit thick.
Can you perhaps give Lisa another call, please, for me?
You tell me one.
Yeah, keep on going.
How much?
A bit more. Alright, we'll start stirring.
Now this is a salad. You don't have to wait until it's Chinese New Year to make it. You can just get it for a group of friends together and toss this. I've had last Knox Festival, I had a mother who came up to me. The son was a very fastidious eater. He would not touch vegetable at all. He came up and tossed his salad, and at the end of the tossing he said to you, and he asked his mum to go home and make the salad for him. So if you get the kids involved at an early stage, get them involved with the cooking process, you'll get them eating the food they make.
Okay, I think this is done. Can we switch it off?
Can we just, switch it off for me? I'm just going to play this. You can first just pop the gold bars in there as well. Okay, my plate is not big enough. We might have to invest in a bigger plate next year. Okay, we toss some gold bars on there. Sachi's making the dressing for us. So you notice how I threw some green apple in there? That's so that we're going to get the tardiness from that apple into this salad as well.
I'll just help out with the sauce.
Okay.
Right. Add more. Got it?
Now what we're going to do,
Yeah, we'll just use
we're going to cut some limes.
Alright.
So we've got the hoisin sauce. The hoisin is kind of sweet and tangy. And then we've got the plum sauce that's kind of sweet and tangy as well. They go really well with salad. We're going to add a bit of lime juice in there to give it that kick. How good are we with chilies, guys? Can we add a bit of spice in our life?
Maybe just a little bit. There's some people that probably cannot handle chili.
That's all right. We've got fresh chilies from our garden, Knox Community Garden. We're going to throw that in as well. So basically you can throw anything you like into this dish and make it work. Now I've got a VIP lady, she's my boss back there, and I've got a special pair of chopsticks for you, boss. Okay, I hope you've got chopstick skills, otherwise you're going to be on social media tossing a salad. Yes, and we've got perhaps our events manager as well. We can give you a pair of chopsticks as well, events manager. Oh, no. This is, we'll give you a pair of chopsticks as well. Okay. Now, can I perhaps, whilst I've got my boss up here, Lise, she's our event coordinator. Thank you so much for giving us the space to run this international global kitchen, and we've been having a fantastic time here, cooking up a storm. In fact, we had things flying all over the place. The kangaroo meat jumped out of the pot. So thank you so much for having us. And so I'm going to give you, what we're going to do is we're going to bring the plate of salad into that table in the middle there, and we've given out the chopsticks. We're going to invite everybody there, and we're going to toss it a high and low. And the whole time whilst we're tossing, we're going to make our wishes out loud, so that everybody can hear it to make it work. So if we are after a promotion, if we are after a pay rise, we've got to let the world know, so that let everybody else know out there as well to make it happen. Okay, guys? First, we can come in for a photo, perhaps a quick photo session before we start. Okay. We've got the Knox Council guys coming here to do this. Can we have Sachi as well?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Thank you. All right, let's go.
You want to add any of the salad bits?
What we're going to do is perhaps everybody with a pair of chopsticks, can we give them a glove as well? Because the hand that you're holding a chopstick, we would like you to have a glove because it's all about food safety as well.
What's the last
We want to make sure everybody, we're going to make it even more difficult for you. Not only are you holding a pair of chopsticks, we're giving you a glove. So it's very testing. So if you've got a pair of chopsticks, we've got gloves here. You guys just make sure you get a pair.
Put down your chopstick hands.
So if you've got a pair of chopsticks, we'll get you guys to come over
just
here.
where you're using with your chopsticks. If you want to, yes.
Now, John, are you taping this? All right, guys. What we're going to do is we'll move this out a little bit.
Yes. That should be 4.
No secret at all. No secret.
Grab and move forward.
This is all vegetarian.
Don't be shy.
Hang on. Can we get the envelopes? All right, guys. Can we perhaps move the chairs back? If you've got a pair of chopsticks, put some gloves on. Okay. And we're going to get you guys to come all around the table here. Very impressive. Okay, we're going to give you a lucky envelope to sprinkle some golden dust on there. Gold dust. It's all about getting rich and
we sprinkle
part and parcel of
when you
this
told
group.
to.
We've got two more envelopes, but does anybody like to sprinkle something back there? All right, come. If you've got an envelope, perhaps we'll get you to start sprinkling into
Please
the...
sprinkle.
All right. Now, can we try to keep the food on the platter, guys? Because we want to eat this at the end of the day, okay? And so what I'm going to do is, then I'm going to... so this dish brings unity to everybody. So
And prosperity.
Prosperity. Okay. So at Knox, this whole global kitchen is about bringing everybody together, uniting everybody. And then what we're going to do is, hang on, one more thing. I've got to squeeze some lime in there, lime juice as well. And then what we're going to do is, again, we could toss high and low, but we want to make sure we keep the food. Okay, on the platter, guys. Keep it on the platter.
I think like
Can I please have a chopstick? Sachi, would you like to join us as well? From the top. Yeah, get 2 pairs of chopsticks. One for yourself as well, Sachi. Can you come along, quick?
it's not spicy.
No, you can use it from the top.
We've only added a little
Just the
bit.
top over there.
Really fine.
Chopsticks. It's all vegetable. So the gold bars, they represent again money, wealth. The spring rolls, they're golden. So again, they represent health.
Okay,
And money,
before
and
you
then you've
start
got a lot of fresh vegetables. They represent freshness, a fresh new year. Okay, so we've got golden threads as well. So everything is about money, health, good wealth, prosperity. And 1, 2, 3 on the count of 3.
And just, Lily, could you remind everyone that they need to shout out what they hope to get for the new year? Yes, you need to actually verbalize what you want.
When we toss, right, guys, toss it and let it drop back in. But try not to, stick it up over your shoulders. All right, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Happiness. Happy. Unity.
Go in. Go in.
Longevity.
Go in. Go in.
All right, we're going to toss it and make sure the salad's nicely tossed up. Peace.
Make room. Make room.
Happy children, that's right. Awesome.
Have some better weather.
Better weather. Oh, that's right, rain, yes.
Did someone say new husband? New husband.
Someone else on you, okay. That's right, less hours. All right, fantastic. Thank you all, guys. Now, we'll get you to go back to your seats. And then we'll serve this to you all, okay? We're going to serve it to you all, guys. Oh, you want to stick your head? That's yours. Hold on to your chopsticks, guys.
Hold on. Yeah. We're going to be serving.
With your chopsticks. All right, we'll serve this out to you guys.
Hey.
Okay, well, can we have some plates? We'll come out here.
Yeah, I got some.
And I believe you guys have to rush, so we're going to serve you guys first. Some of the plates are stuck together. Can we make sure
I'll take them.
we separate them?
No, I just...
So there's a lot of